Right before we hit air here, you reported something on the Utah Jazz. What's the latest on them?
The search for the new head coach of the Jazz has been on, and it looks like the search may have come to a close.
We're learning some interesting new things about the new Jazz head coach.
Yeah, they've offered their head coaching job to Will Hardy.
Will Hardy?
Will Hardy.
Will Hardy. Will Hardy, who was with Ime Udoka in Boston this year, previously came up in the Spurs organization under Greg Popovich.
Now, Hardy be the youngest head coach in the league at 34 years old.
It was just a matter of time before he got a job, and now he'll replace Quinn Snyder with the Utah Jazz.
13 years ago, Will Hardy was an intern for the Jazz organization. He used to pass out flyers at the Bees games. Today, he was introduced as the Jazz 6th head coach in franchise history, and he can't wait to get to work.
How are you, man? Doing all right? It's gonna be fun. Oh man, what? Been waiting way too long for this. I woke up this morning like shot out of a cannon, coaching my kids. Yeah. I gotta save it. No, I'm ready. I'm ready. It's gonna be good, man. We're gonna get after it. I'm a hooper at heart. I joke with people when they say that I'm living my dream. My dream was to play in the NBA. My dream was not to coach in the NBA, but you know, I love being a part of the game. I love being around a team. And so right now I'm just trying to kind of participate in my own way. We want to think about the types of shots we're trying to create, especially early in the clock. I'm still trying to kind of embrace the fact that I am in this position because this is not normal. I don't think of myself as somebody that's quote unquote like influential or has a huge voice as it relates to basketball, but that's kind of the situation that I'm in now. I'm getting used to the weight of it all.
When I had hired coaches before in Boston, I knew who I wanted. I knew I wanted Doc Rivers.
Another banner year in Boston.
We had a great 8 to 9 year run together. We were rebuilding and Doc wanted to move on to the Clippers, and I had an idea of who I wanted then, and it was Brad Stevens. But this time was different. I didn't have anybody in mind. We narrowed it down to 15 people that we wanted to look at. And Will was clearly a guy that we thought could be a great head coach.
It was clear Will Hardy was going to be a head coach in the league. It had been for a few years. And then Utah swooped in and hired him.
Today's an exciting day. It's an exciting day for this organization and our franchise moving forward, and we couldn't be more excited to welcome Will Hardy as our next basketball coach. So on behalf of this organization and everyone, we're excited to have you.
The single biggest reason that we chose Will was because he's someone we wanted to hitch our wagon to, someone that could have a relationship with Ryan, myself, Justin for years to come. And it was pretty clear that he was the guy that was best suited for that.
I want to thank Ryan, Danny, Justin, and the organization for entrusting me with this great responsibility. It's an amazing opportunity, and it's not one that I take lightly. And I look forward to our partnership and growing together as we move forward.
We don't have any doubt that he is a good coach and that he's just going to get better and better and better through this experience.
I think we've got one of the most exciting young coaches in the league. And I'm curious to see, just like everyone else, on what comes out of that.
Here's Will Hardy, one of the biggest storylines in the NBA at the moment.
Well, hello and congratulations. This is really exciting.
The last 48 hours has definitely been a whirlwind.
Your first NBA game as a head coach.
Yeah, this is a really special moment.
For Sexton, beautiful move. Hook it up and in. That's a confident shooter, T. That's 10 now for Marketing. Clarkson, corner three, splash. And I don't know what Will Hardy's feeling right now, but it's got to be elation.
You guys have battled. We've had some really good stretches of play. That's who we have to be every game.
Will Hardy has clearly demonstrated that he has been more than ready for the job.
Will Hardy has a huge future, I think, as a coach.
A lot of people, I don't understand why they're like, well, he's so young.
A lot has been made about your age, only 34 years old. What kind of obstacles do you have to overcome as such a young head coach?
I really don't think about it maybe as much as you guys do. You know, I am 34, and I'm fine with that. So I look forward to just building these relationships, you know, very honestly and candidly as we get this process going.
And I'm like, the younger he is, the better he can connect with his own players.
Oscar's going to be a problem at camp. Oh, yeah. Oscar's going to be a problem.
I think it's an asset. I don't think the age should matter at all.
The sense you get from players, their agents, are that Will Hardy's a coach that they want to play for, or they want their clients to play for. And I think that's very helpful for an organization.
This is our group right here. We problem solve as a group. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Ryan, from the very beginning, said, number one, we hired you for you. You don't have to act 1 second older than you are. You don't have to act like anybody else. So if you wear a hoodie and a backwards hat, wear a hoodie and a backwards hat. Just be you. We hired you for you. And that was very freeing because I've never felt for 1 second like I can't be me, dress like me, talk like me, think like me. And that's allowed me to kind of take that mindset to our team.
Coach Will, he's just super cool, super smart. The relationship he has with the players, just him being so young, the way he's able to talk to us and, you know, get messages across, it's just been amazing.
We're gonna get to a point where we're all thinking the same. But for now, you're gonna have to talk.
You know, Will's young, and I'm coming into the league young as well, and the similar things that we're kind of going through, it really helped, you know, through the relationship throughout the season. I tell Will all the time, man, I'm invested, I'm with you. I got his back just like you got mine. So to have that relationship with your head coach, you can't take something like that for granted.
I think he really fits what is going on right now in terms of, you know, everything in the organization. That's a guy that's going to be around for a long time, and he's leaving his mark right now.
I think our organization is different from everybody else because of the connection and open lines of communication that we have starting at the top.
This is a relationship business, and if you don't have the triangle of trust, you know, with ownership, management, and coach, that's tough. And all sorts of problems happen as a result of that.
I'm trying to think in 2 years how many times we've actually scheduled a meeting. I don't think we have. We don't need to because we are constantly communicating.
Will's done an outstanding job really establishing a foundation for us to go forward. As I couldn't have asked for anything more.
I have a role with our team. This is not my team. This is not my program. There are so many people that love the Jazz, and that goes back to their childhood, and I am kind of a key stakeholder, so to speak, in taking care of something that a lot of people love. You always look to the past to inform you a little bit about maybe the values of a place, the values of an organization.
And regardless of the outcome, I hate to see people not compete.
And it makes it tough to come here and play when you know the crowd's going to yell crazy.
We struggle. Their defense is very good.
You can be about the team, you can be about toughness, you can be about, you know, wanting to be a part of something bigger than yourself, however you want to say that, but we can do it in our own personalities. And so I think let's try to pick out some of the values that we want this place to always represent. But the simplest way for me to put it is like, this ain't your grandparents' Jazz team. Like, we're not. We're different. Players are different, the personality's different, and I want us to embrace that and not hide from that, and I want our fan base to embrace that and not hide from it. We can still be about the same things, but we may say it a little differently. Bring it in. Bring it in. It's a good day's work.
Let's keep being short, man.
Let's do it again
Keep
tomorrow.
going, yo.
What we got, Key?
Hey, together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Together.
Basketball has been a really, really powerful force in my life.
Good job, bro. Good job. Come on.
Basketball has been as influential in my life as anything. It's a real space where people can like express themselves and do it their own way. It's easy to get caught up in the stress of it, the wins and losses, the media, the pressure.
The part that got away from us was really the points in the paint in the first and the third quarters.
When you try to take away everything, you usually take away nothing.
I do think that the team's getting better.
You think you're ready, and nobody's ready the first day.